Travel Advisors, our expert leisure travel agents, handle every detail so you can relax and enjoy the journey. From tropical escapes to luxury cruises, we make travel effortless. Call us today, 401-725-1234, or visit us at taitrips.com to plan your next adventure. Travel Advisors, your journey, our expertise.
Sunny skies today with a high of 64 degrees and a light breeze from the north. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low of 43. Sunday's weather mostly sunny, high of 69, calm wind. Clouds come in Sunday night, chance of rain. Monday, really good chance of rain. Could be heavy at times, high near 66 and a southeast breeze up to 40 miles per hour Monday. Tuesday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 65. Wednesday, clouding up. A chance of some on and off showers Wednesday. Partly sunny with a high of 63. Thursday, mostly sunny and 60. And next Friday, mostly sunny skies, high near 59 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, the temperature is 36 degrees.
Blackstone Valley's ON Radio.
Good morning and welcome to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan and I'm joined by my co-host Patrick Collin. Good morning, Pat. How's it going today?
It's going.
All right.
It's a little chilly out.
A little chilly, yeah. 45 degrees. It was a little bit chillier than that just about an hour ago. So the temperature is going up. Right off the bat, I want to thank Owen Kelleher filling in for the first time last week.
Tremendous job.
Yeah, I thought he did a real nice job as well. So now him and my oldest son Matt are in competition for the permanent substitute, not permanent substitute, the substitute teacher.
Slowly roll.
Slowly roll. Patrick in the house. Yet. So all right, Pat, another busy week in sports. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go around Rhode Island and New England. Let's get you caught up in Rhode Island high school football in a game you heard right here on WOON last night. The Portsmouth Patriots improved to 6-0 by defeating Cumberland 35-14. The game was close after one quarter, 14-7, and at halftime it was still 21-7, so within striking distance. But Portsmouth controlled the clock for most of the third quarter and early fourth quarter, extending their lead in the process to 28-7. A pick six in the fourth quarter made it 35-7, and a late score by Cumberland just led to the eventual final 35-14 on homecoming night. Friend of the show, Steve Fontaine's son Matt got homecoming king, so congratulations to Matt Fontaine. Forgot the homecoming queen's name, but she's not listening, I don't think, anyway. So.
Probably not. It's a little too early.
Yeah, exactly.
Thursday night, Woonsocket staged a comeback after trailing 14-0, coming back to stun Pawtucket 21-20. Lincoln took control and easily handled Coventry 37-15. And this afternoon, Burrillville will entertain North Kingstown at 12. And at 3 o'clock, a potential Division IV Super Bowl preview as number 1 Narragansett travels to number 2 North Smithfield.
In college football, last week, Brown beat Bryant 29-19 last Friday night. This week, the 3-1 Bears host Princeton for a 12 o'clock kickoff, while the Bulldogs travel to number 16 URI for a 1 o'clock kickoff. Last week, URI got past UNH 38-27, and as far as playoffs are concerned, like URI is almost in a must-win situation right now. They got past UNH, and they have to beat Bryant if they want to make the playoffs.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Last night, the 2-0 Providence Bruins went to Bridgeport to take on the Islanders, and forwards Alex Steves and Riley Tufte each scored twice in the Bruins' 5-3 victory over the Bridgeport Islanders at Total Mortgage Arena. Captain Patrick Brown posted a goal and an assist, while Matej Blumel and Georgi Merkelov. You do this all the time.
That's why you got the Providence Bruins.
Exactly.
I gave it to Owen last week.
Notched 2 assists each. Goaltender Michael DiPietro stopped 27-30 shots he faced. The P Bruins are back, 32 shots total. Power play went 3 for 6. Penalty kill was 2 for 4. Up next today, the Bruins host Hartford tonight at the Amp. Puck drop is set for 7:05.
So I gave you the tough scores, and I picked up some soccer on the way.
There you go.
RIFC with a 5-0 sellout win at the Banks, Centerville Bank Stadium last Saturday. They need 1 win or 2 ties in their final 2 games to clinch a playoff berth. They have 2 games left. They play at North Carolina tonight at 7 o'clock, while your friends, the New England Revolution, is just playing out the string with one last home game tonight at 6 versus Chicago. The Revs will finish in 11th place in the Eastern Conference, and then I guess we'll see them in February. And one quick note, Centerville Bank Stadium just got named like best new or renovated stadium in the country by some firm out in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the folks over at Centerville Bank Stadium.
In college hockey, number 1 BU dropped a 4-2 decision to number 3 Michigan State last night. Number 7 Maine traveled to number 10 Quinnipiac, and they were fit to be tied 4-4. Quinnipiac scoring 2 late goals to tie that up. Number 9 Boston College took care of RPI by a score of 5-1. And number 11 UMass Amherst dropped a 4-2 decision to Northeastern. Number 12 UConn defeated number 16 Ohio State 3-2. Unranked UMass Lowell lost 2-1 to Western Michigan. And Vermont holds on to beat St. Cloud 2-1 in overtime. The Providence College Friars, number 14, looked into the win column after getting beat 2 straight at home last weekend to number 4 Michigan. They take on RPI at 4 o'clock this afternoon at Schneider.
Did you, by any chance, happen to watch any of the BU game last night in college? I got a text from a buddy of mine, something he's never seen before. BU player just took a delay of game penalty for throwing the stick. He got upset that his pocket got picked, and he threw the stick at the guy. So
one way to do it.
I hadn't seen it, so I was wondering maybe if you happen to see it. I would have liked to have seen that. So, all right. In college sports, PC men's basketball program will actually have 2 scrimmages, one tomorrow at Pitt and another on the 25th versus Harvard before opening their season November 3rd versus Holy Cross. Bryant will open their season also on November 3rd at Siena. Bryant will have a tough November and December. As look at their schedule with just 5 of their first 6 games are on the road, and overall just 5 games at home out of their first 14 games of the season, and one of them's against Worcester State. They did this last year. They played a Division III team. I'm not quite sure why they do that, but
easy win.
Oh, it's an easy win, but it doesn't count much.
Right.
But URI opens November 3rd as well with a home matchup against Stetson. And Brown, much to my surprise, not waiting a month, just starting 4 days later, will open up November 7th against Siena. They do have a scrimmage tomorrow at UMass Amherst. So, Pat, it's that time of year for me to stop my rant of the PC, Brown, URI, Bryant.
Here we go.
Got to do the tournament. Hey, look, we're live and local. Nobody else is saying it today.
This is true.
On the airwaves. So,
we don't take...
We don't
Saturdays
take,
off. No days off.
No Saturdays off for this crew. Again, PC, URI, Bryant, Brown, they got to do the Beanpot style tournament. Brendan had a good idea last year. You make it, tie into some sort of charity. You have it around this time of year. Now that March, midnight.
Midnight Madness, whatever.
They call that. I think we just had to drop a nickel to somebody for calling it Midnight Madness. So that's 2 nickels now. So, all right. So, we got to do it. We got to do it. Oh, and you have an update on Bryant soccer.
Yeah, Bryant soccer, number 2 ranked men's soccer team in the nation. Who would have thought that, right? Great team, and I believe they have two big games coming up. I want to say they take on from Princeton, and then they play defending national champion Vermont on the 25th, so next Saturday. So a win or even a tie, and they could make history and become the number 1 ranked team in the country.
I mean that's crazy. I mean, congratulations, to Bryant. We've had friend Tristan Hobbs on the show. We look to have him on the show again in the future, especially as we get more into basketball season. But what a great opportunity! Maybe we'll look to get Tristan on as the soccer team goes as well, just to get an update there. And speaking of like a local update, we're going to have Paul Rogers on next week. He'll be in studio. TheRealABA.com. If you haven't heard of it, Pawtucket, Rhode Island has a professional basketball team. And it's called the ABA. There's 130 teams throughout the country. And Pawtucket has a team, and they're already ranked preseason poll 12th out of 130. They're going to be playing at the Pawtucket Boys and Girls Club. And they'll have 10 home games and 10 road games, and they play throughout New England. I think they actually go to Delaware for 1 game. And we're going to have one of the front office, I'm not sure if he's owner or CEO, but we're going to have Paul Rogers in studio. This is the first full year that they've had a team in Pawtucket. and they're hopeful to seat about 500 people at the Boys and Girls Club, and he's going to come in and talk about that. Also, some of the players end up either playing in Europe or the G League, which is the developmental league for the NBA. So they haven't produced any NBA players, but another professional opportunity. Tickets are, I think, $15 and things like that. So, and their season starts next week. So I'm sure we'll be giving them a shout out, in our beginning segments as well as we go forward. So, all right. So we're gonna go to our first commercial break. When we come back, did you see what Shohei Ohtani did last night in the NLCS?
I don't know. Did you see what he did?
I did not. I did not. That's why I was asking if you saw it. I was in Cumberland.
I saw the first inning. So I saw him. I think he struck out the side.
Yeah.
And then he led off. He led off with a home run.
Right. And he
and
he continued. I actually looked at the box score. He worked a walk as well.
Yeah.
He only gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts,
3 home runs.
He got the MVP. We'll talk more about Shohei after the break, but some people are upset that he got the MVP, but it was a 4-game sweep, and you have to give it to somebody. How about the guy that just broke every postseason record going? So, all right, so when we come back, we'll get into the NLCS and what Shohei did last night. We'll have that plus American League ALCS update last night. Also an exciting game that I missed as well. Some Alex Bregman talk. In addition, we'll get to the Bruins, the NHL, the Patriots, if time allows. The Celtics begin this coming week. Will Jaylen Brown be playing? So if you have some thoughts on this topic or any other topic, give us a call, 401-766-1240. We want to hear from you. You can join us in the cheap seats. We'll be back here on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and WoonsocketRadio.com right after this.
The latest Buick and GMC models are available at Tasca Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Buick Encore, Envision, Enclave, and Envista are on the lot waiting for you to take one for a test drive. New GMC crossovers, SUVs, as well as trucks and vans are also available. Thinking of a pre-owned vehicle? Tasca Buick GMC has more than 900 in stock, many under $15,000. Visit online, TascaBuickGMC.com, or stop into 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Tasca Buick GMC, you will be satisfied. And remember, there are no tariffs on the vehicles in stock at Tasca Buick GMC.
The world-class distributor of all things electrical is Electrical Wholesalers. They are a full-service electrical distributor with branches throughout Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Locally, they're at 113 Clinton Street next to KFC here in Woonsocket, with other locations in Cranston and Franklin, Massachusetts. Electrical Wholesalers provides the highest quality service to electrical contractors as well as residential, commercial, and industrial customers. Electrical Wholesalers is open Monday through Friday, 7 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Visit ew-ne.com. Electrical Wholesalers.
The perfect place to relax, unwind, and enjoy a great meal is Kay's Restaurant, a local favorite since 1968. From Kay's famous steak sandwiches to mouth-watering seafood, hearty burgers, and fresh daily specials, there's something for everyone. Enjoy the friendly service, cozy atmosphere, and a tradition of excellence that keeps guests coming back. So whether it's lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends, make it Kay's Restaurant, 1013 Cass Avenue in Woonsocket. Kay's Restaurant, where friends meet and memories are made. Transforming your house into a home is what they do at Cumberland Kitchen and Bath Design Center. Kitchen trends for 2025 include big color, open shelving, mixed materials, hardware reimagined, keeping it green, and room to gather. Kevin and his crew at Cumberland Kitchen can show you the latest trends and possibly something you have not thought of. Visit CumberlandKitchen.com or stop into the showroom in the McDonald's Plaza on Menden Road, Cumberland, just off Route 295. Cumberland Kitchen and Bath Design Center.
Hi, this is attorney John Brien of the Brien Law Group. I would like to take this opportunity to wish good luck to all of the players and teams in Northern Rhode Island. And please remember, if you are injured in an auto accident or need criminal defense, please call me at 401-597-5565 or visit BrienLawGroupRI.com.
Rhode Island does not have a certification for specialization of lawyers.
Are you looking to beautify your property this autumn? Look to A.J. Moran for stonework patios, steps, walkways, plus retaining walls. Are you looking to beautify your home this autumn? A.J. Moran can put veneer stone right on your house to have beautiful looking stone. And if that's not what you want, A.J. Moran can rebuild indoor fireplaces with veneer stone. It's real natural stone. Check out what they can do online, ajmoraninc.com. A.J. Moran.
ON, AM, and FM.
And welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. We got a lot on the table, so naturally we should talk some ultimate frisbee. Let's go to Greg in a car. Hold on. Oops. Technical. Greg, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Greg, you there?
He was.
Hold on. Greg, you there?
I'm here. Do you?
Oh, there you are. Okay, go ahead, Greg.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, hey guys, I love checking in with the show every now and then. You guys, every time I hear you guys, get better and better. It's really great to hear you guys.
Oh, thank you. So how bad were we then last year?
Right.
Well, some of those shows talking about soccer, I don't know. No, you guys are great.
No, thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. So what's on your mind today, Greg?
Oh, I was wondering if you heard of the Boston Glory.
Up until 9:10 this morning, no.
My first guess, Greg, was a roller derby.
Yeah.
I would never thought ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, I like the fringe sports.
Yes, you do. You gave us everything we needed to know about D3 wrestling when the championships, and you did a great job with that. When the championships were at the AMP in Providence last year, it's going to be a tough act to follow. What can you tell us about the Boston Glory of Ultimate Frisbee? And apparently they charge tickets. They charge a ticket price to watch them?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it's really entertaining. They play up in Boston in like this park in Cambridge, and the tickets are like $10. And it's a lot of fun. They got this, like, regular following of people. And, you go, it's like an hour and a half of watching these guys run around. And they make some like, long throws and make these, like, diving catches. It's kind of fun.
Have you actually seen it?
Yeah. I went up there to see it. A couple of my friends of mine played Ultimate Frisbee in college. So I went and I watched them play. And then just last week, they were on TV. They won the World Championship.
Yeah, the UFA World Champions, Boston Glory. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so Greg, so what I'm hearing is your 0-7 Jets or 0-6 Jets. You've now moved on to Ultimate Frisbee as your form of entertainment.
Now, Kevin, why would you continue to talk about football after the season's over?
After the season,
September was like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your Jets, Greg. They are staring at 0-17.
They're not sure what's going on with themselves either.
No, they're definitely in tank mode for sure.
Yeah. All right, hey, Greg, we actually have another call, so we're gonna go to the other line. But hey, thank you for listening and thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Great job, you guys. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Greg in the car. Hello, you're in the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin.
Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Moose. How's it going?
All right, I've been just catching part of the program in the last couple of weeks.
Welcome back.
So I apologize for that.
That's okay.
I'm always interested in the show.
Thank you.
So, unfortunately for Greg and his, what do you call him, the Jets?
Greg grew up in. I met Greg in college, and Greg grew up in Connecticut, and he's always been a Jets fan. We went to a couple of Pat's Jets games together back in the day, so it's always good to. Well, I'm not a big Jets fan. It's always good to kick him while he's down.
I could add to that. I'll just say I've never called them the Jets. I've always called them the Juts.
Yeah, well, they got a lot of nicknames that probably aren't favorable.
So they're playing Carolina tomorrow, And Carolina is 3-3. All 3 wins on the, at home, all 3 losses on the road. Yep. So did the Jets break through tomorrow?
Nope.
No.
I don't think so. I took Carolina in the pool.
Yeah. I think right now, again, talk gambling a little bit here and there. It's not a big focus of our show, but right now, until something proves differently, I think you got to go against the Jets because.
I mean, Caleb Fields hasn't shown anything, but Carolina's got this guy who came out of nowhere last year. This Rico Dowdle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's burning up the turf, literally, those last 2 games, over a couple of 100 yards. So they're going to have to deal with him. As far as the weather's concerned, it's supposed to be quite windy over there. There's going to be a lot of games with a weather impact tomorrow, especially that Cleveland, Miami game.
Yeah, the Cleveland-Miami game, for people that don't know, 25-mile-an-hour sustained winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts and a torrential rain is forecasted for the whole game.
A weather alert.
Yeah.
Never mind, how... just wondering, maybe, the game called off? I don't think so.
They'll only call it for, tornadoes, hurricanes, thunder and lightning, but even thunder and lightning, they'll delay it. They tell everyone to go find some safe ground, and they hide the players and the officials in the locker room, and they tell 70,000 people to be safe.
Duo hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th to make it 6-3 final.
Oh, yeah, in the ALCS. No, that was
No, I'm talking about the Jets.
Oh, the Jets. Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry.
I mean the Cleveland and Miami.
Take the under.
Miami and Cleveland game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just briefly want to skip it to baseball. Boy, the Brewers didn't show up.
No, I think
tough
it's
last 2 games.
I mean, the Dodgers had sensational pitching throughout the series, but to score 4 runs totally in the entire series, oh my goodness!
I think I didn't get to see a whole lot, especially in LA. I saw more when the series was in Milwaukee, but it's I don't know if the Dodgers just intimidated them. Showing up with all the experience, postseason experience. Brewers are new to the show, new to the dance, getting this far. But
the
disappointed.
Team had the best record in the majors.
Yeah, no, I know.
The best record in the majors. They just look.
Yelich was a no-show.
Yeah,
he's the guy. He's their big gun,
right?
So to speak. But I don't know. The trend keeps continuing for the Milwaukee in the playoffs. They just fizzle out.
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, it's the furthest they've advanced in quite some time. Back when they were in the American League, they went to the '82 series against the Cardinals back in the Robin Yount, Paul Molitor days. But it's I think the future is bright for Milwaukee. I think they've done really well. Mid-market team. Money-wise, so I think they're good that way.
They'd be fine. They just got to know to play when big time shows up.
It's different. They'll have a 10-game winning streak, twice in June and July, and it's another thing to be playing in mid-October against the Dodgers. And look, the Dodgers may not have had their best season record-wise, but they know how to win. They like to.
They know how to win when it comes to
a lot of guys back.
Yeah.
Now, really quickly, let's talk about Alex Bregman just for a moment.
Sure.
And he opted out. I'm trying to figure out naturally is it because of more money. So he goes to free agency. But what's his chances? Do you think he's going to stay with the Sox?
Right up until like a day or so ago, I felt he was going to sign with the Sox. I still think he's going to sign with the Sox.
He's just looking for more bucks, right?
But I mean, he just turned down $40 million for 2 more years, so 80 combined million. I don't know if there's a team out there. They may offer him more years, but I can't imagine them offering him more than any team offering more than $40 million.
Right.
So. I don't know.
Why would he opt out? I mean,
for him,
how much can greed play
money
into this?
It's all in baseball.
So if you're guaranteeing yourself more years,
right?
Well,
does he want to take 6 at $30 million or 3 at $40 million? It's what's more important to him, the years or the money? Because I don't think he's going to get $40 million at 5 or 6 years.
No.
Well, he's what? How old is Bregman? 32?
31, 32, yeah.
But he's breaking down.
Yeah, and that's the
I
other
don't know.
thing. He missed 50 games this year. So it's...
That's right. That's right. So, anyway, without him, that causes a problem. I mean, I don't think Marcelo Mayer's ready to come in and play third. I watched him play third this year, and he doesn't really know how to play third.
I mean, I think defensively he was okay. He made some plays that I think he couldn't make. He charged the ball well coming in. But more importantly, with Meyer, though, is
I disagree.
average.
He doesn't play good defensively. He doesn't know how to play the infield. He doesn't know how to play a ground ball. He doesn't set himself square up. He's always playing something on the run, skipping and everything. He never sets himself. So I'm not ready for him. I mean, he's still a rookie. He hasn't shown much. So they're depending a lot. This infield is depending a lot on holding this infield together. After Story, they got problems, especially if Bregman leaves.
All year long when Bregman was healthy, it's the only two things that were constant in the lineup was Bregman at third and Story at short.
That's right.
They didn't really vary. They varied the outfield. They varied the designated hitter. They varied the right side of the infield. But Bregman and Story were the constants when Bregman was healthy, and to a lesser extent, Story was the constant.
Will always be a problem, guys. I mean, even Cassis, when Cassis returns, he was not a good defensive player.
No,
I'm not a big Casas guy. I mean, I'm willing to give him another chance, but I'm not a big Casas guy. But he's young.
Second base is a big question mark.
You take that $40 million and you can go out and get
4 good players at $10 million,
or maybe two, even two.
Two at 20.
You can get a third baseman and a first baseman.
They did well. They went to the playoffs, so you can point your finger at Kyle Hudson for not sending that runner.
Yes, I do.
The pivotal fourth game against the Yankees. And I do too, but it's easier said than done, and you've seen it 100 times like I have, replay.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it, but they got to sign Veritek too.
Well,
his contract's up.
Yeah, they like
supposedly
him.
They have a they're in negotiations and he should be here, but
no, I think
he's critical.
He's going to stay in the same position, right?
Stay in the same position on
so
the bench.
our boy, should I say, your boy, Cora's back.
I mean, he managed okay this year with the injuries, so I think Cora's back, and I'm okay with the job he did last year. I wasn't in the beginning.
You can't argue with him. He took the team to the playoffs.
Right. So,
but hey, listen, guys, thanks for your time so much.
No problem.
There's much more to talk about, but. It was fun talking to you guys again, and I hope you're listening.
And if you get a chance, go up on YouTube and check out the Boston Glory Ultimate Frisbee team. They are world champions. Okay, Moose?
Well, I like Frisbee. It looks a lot of fun. Would I pay? No.
No. All right, Moose, have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Can we add that banner to the Boston?
Yes, to the mighty...
Banner number 40-something?
The mighty
Ultimate
Moose
Frisbee World
joining
Champions.
us. Yes, the banner number... Oh, who's the... the rugby team that won the championship.
The Free Jacks.
The Free Jacks.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Back.
And 3 out of 4, three in a row. They played at the bank.
It's like that niche,
Well, Greg said, there was a bunch of people watching. Like, there's always like a group that falls into a niche.
That's the group that they left. They were playing Dungeons and Dragons all night, and now they're down in Cambridge watching the Ultimate Frisbee games.
Oh, that's great. So,
waiting for the Harry Potter, what's it, Quibbage? Or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
whatever it is.
I played Dungeons and Dragons once when I was 12. I was at a friend's house, and we were about 40 minutes into it before I realized I wasn't even playing against him. He was the master.
He was the dungeon master.
I was like, we're not even playing against each other?
No.
He was like, no.
I'm the storyteller.
I go, all right, that's it. I'm out. I think we went and played.
But I'm the only one here with a 17-sided die.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's take it and go home. Anyway.
All right, so we just lost half of our Dungeons and Dragons population that were listening. But thank you. So, all right, so let's take a break. When we come back, I want to hit some more on baseball. We brushed on Shohei and the ALCS and some other baseball talk. We're going to do just a little bit deeper dive. Want to get to the Bruins at some point as well. and of course the Pats are playing. So we've had a couple calls say thank you to Moose and Greg. You want to join the show? 401-766-1240. As Greg proved, anything is on the table. We'll be back here in the Cheap Seats on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, WoonsocketRadio.com right after this.
The latest Buick and GMC models are available at Tasca Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Buick Encore, Envision, Enclave, and Invista are on the lot waiting for you to take one for a test drive. New GMC crossovers, SUVs, as well as trucks and vans are also available. Thinking of a pre-owned vehicle? Tasca Buick GMC has more than 900 in stock, many under $15,000. Visit online, TascaBuickGMC.com, or stop into 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Tasca Buick GMC, you will be satisfied. And remember, there are no tariffs on the vehicles in stock at Tasca Buick GMC.
When you're ill and need same-day care, remember North Smithfield Urgent Care and Lincoln Urgent Care for affordable and accessible care. You'll always be seen by a board-certified physician who will assess the problem and make you feel safe and reassured. Both centers can help you with a wide range of symptoms and ailments, including flu, fractures, allergies, infections, work injuries, and more. Check their websites for convenient patient and medical forms, which you may fill out before the visit. North Smithfield Urgent Care, 594 Great Road, North Smithfield, 768-3400. And Lincoln Urgent Care, 2 Wake Robin Road, Lincoln, 333-9595.
Woonsocket Door Sales, a fourth-generation family business, has served southern New England since 1935. They can handle all types of projects from the simpler residential installations to more complex commercial projects, always concerned with infrastructure and framework for the perfect fit. They even install doors for fire stations and medical facilities. Installation and repair. Woonsocket Door Sales, 767-3448. They'll remove and dispose the old doors. Woonsocket Door Sales, 767-3448.
Appreciate your customers, then give them the best job possible. That's been their motto at Michaud's Auto Body since 1948. They have continually invested in the newest and best frame unibody equipment available, as well as color matching techniques. Michaud's Auto Body is a certified Class A facility where all collision repairs are 100% guaranteed. Michaud's Auto Body at 430 Privilege Street, Woonsocket, 769-1983.
Are you craving a slice of perfection? We're talking pizza here. Head to Ollie's Pizzeria, 204 South Main Street in Woonsocket. From melty mozzarella to bold homemade sauces, Ollie's Pizzeria serves up the freshest pizza pies in town. Dine in, carry out, or order online by visiting ollie'spizzeria.com. They've got your flavor fix covered. Sam and Tina invite you to Ollie's Pizzeria, 204 South Main Street, Woonsocket. Taste what everyone's talking about. You can refresh your home without breaking the bank with new furniture from Colette's Furniture. From cozy sofas and stylish dining sets to mattresses and home office sets, Colette's Furniture has what you're looking for. And right now, enjoy special financing and unbeatable prices on the brands you love. Stop by their showroom on Wood Avenue and see why Colette's Furniture is Woonsocket's trusted name in home furnishings. See their inventory online at Colette'sFurniture.com or on Facebook.
We are local and live at 99.5.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. Some lively Ultimate Frisbee talk to go along with some baseball talk as well. Dungeons and Dragons. Topics that weren't in the preparatory note.
You don't hear, and you don't hear them on any other station.
No, especially this morning, locally. So it's all right. So were you able to see any of the ALCS or NLCS last night by any chance?
I didn't. They keep throwing me off with this
True TV and TBS. And
no, but even just having the games on the same night earlier,
6:08 and 8:38. And
I looked and then realized that Toronto and Seattle played already.
Okay.
While the Dodgers were playing.
So last night in the ALCS, exciting game. Seattle's trailing Toronto 2-1. I went back and watched the highlights. And bottom of the 8th inning, Cal Raleigh tied the game with a solo home run. And then I guess it's just Toronto couldn't get anybody out after that. They set them back because 4 batters later, Eugenio Suarez, a career under 200 hitter.
Yeah.
A bases loaded shot opposite field over the right field wall. His second home run of the game. So when you look and you see, the Mariners won 6-2, you just automatically make the assumption, all right, they were in control the whole game. No, they were losing, and that's the first time in this series that a home team has won the game. Seattle took 2 in Toronto. Toronto took the first 2 in Seattle. So I don't know if you feel good if you're Toronto going home where you haven't won a home game, but they are playing tomorrow night. So Pat, check the DVR, probably 8:08 Sunday night, maybe a little bit earlier first pitch, but in Toronto, Game 6. Interesting series for sure with Toronto and Seattle. I'm rooting for Toronto because I always love a Game 7.
Yeah.
As Moose brought up in the NLCS, I'm disappointed in Milwaukee just not getting to a 6th game at least, never mind a 5th 4-game sweep, but incredible what Ohtani did. So the Dodgers are obviously sitting back waiting for the Mariners and Blue Jays to beat up on each other.
At least blow their pitching.
Blow their pitching out, exactly. So do you agree on the Ohtani? Again, 6+ innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 10 Ks, 3 home runs. He also worked a walk. So had a perfect game batting wise. Do you think? But he was hitting 137 coming into that game and was in a postseason slump. Deserved of the MVP, or
who else are you going to give it to?
I agree.
I mean, it's not like anyone was like killing it,
right?
A clinching game. He goes 3 for 3 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs, 3 home runs, a walk, pitches 6 innings, gives up 2 hits, walks 3, but strikes out 10.
Yeah, and no runs.
And throws 100 pitches total.
In a series clinching game.
You have to give it to him.
Right. It's kind of like when the Red Sox swept the Cardinals and they gave the MVP to Manny. If I remember correctly, Manny, he didn't do. I think he had a good game 4. Kind of like Shohei had a great game 4, and it was who's going to get the MVP because it was a 4-game sweep. Everybody kind of had a good series in a 4-game sweep, and I think they just kind of pulled them out of a hat. And Shohei did something that's never been done before in the postseason. I mean, especially with the 2-way anyway. I mean, he is an absolute star. I think because of what Shohei did, the ratings for the World Series on TV are going to be through the roof right now.
He's just. He's a machine.
Yeah, he's a generational type player.
They even show him, like, first inning, he strikes out the side. He doesn't even go into the dugout.
Yeah.
They have everything on the top of step, and he puts everything on, and he's taking swings, and he gets out there, and he crushes the ball.
So, somehow, someway, they got to even figure out how to market him even more, Shohei, because he's got all of Japan watching him. He's got all of California or Los Angeles watching him. That generational talent, one of the very few baseball stars that people, I think, across the country know him, but I think they really got to keep promoting him and as the face of baseball, because this guy is just doing stuff that hasn't been done since Babe Ruth. Back it's been 100 years, and to do it at the level that he's doing it at, and the comeback pitching. I mean, talk about somebody to have the surgery, missing almost 2 years of pitching. They easily could have shut him down forever on pitching. Said, nope, we just want you to hit.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And to come back and be as effective pitcher as he is just it's incredible. I'm blown away.
I hear he's great at placing bets too.
Yeah, I've heard that, but not as much lately. But
he's been a little off.
Yeah, he didn't really know what was going on. That one kind of got swept under the rug. The bigger the star, the more they sweep things under the rug. Hello, Michael Jordan. So, all right, Moose did bring it up. I wanted to get into it a little bit more. So, what are your thoughts on Bregman? Re-sign him? Or let him go, or does it determine? Does it depend on the contract?
I certainly see his value. I see it more in terms of player development, right? Like what the
coach on the field,
what he
type
brings
of
to the table, like the intangibles in that aspect. Bringing these young kids along, and he's certainly more than capable. Like still at the plate in the field, and hopefully that he would be able to stay healthy. But I also, if he ended up going somewhere else, I don't see it as being a huge negative as long as they replaced him
with
somebody who is at least the equivalent.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then it makes the whole Rafi Devers trade and all that stuff look even worse.
Right. There is backlash off of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to sign if you're going to bring in a third. I mean, if it is, maybe Mayor's not ready full time, you got to bring in. And I've heard names. I mean, I've heard. I've heard Pete Alonso's name at first.
Yep.
And or Schwarber.
And he'd be more of a DH.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Even though I apologize, Yoshida, I'm okay saying goodbye to Yoshida. He's just not a fit here. And the Red Sox
and then
outfield.
Third, there was a couple guys that you've heard.
Arenado, I've heard
his name for a couple years now. So,
exactly.
It'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I could see him coming back.
There's a couple of things that he's, I think, going to think about personally, if it even matters, and maybe it matters to me and not to him. But every single year of his career, he's made the playoffs. That's 8 years running now. 7 with Houston, 1 with Boston. Is that a legacy he wants to keep going? Yes, more teams make the playoffs now. Was it 12 make the playoffs? But there's still, statistically speaking, a better chance he will not make the playoffs than make the playoffs. Is that a legacy he wants to keep going? Which means he would only sign with a potential playoff team, where he obviously now knows that Boston is a potential playoff team if he stays. Detroit was interested in him last year. Are they still interested? And then I'll go back. And then my third question: will anybody offer him $40 million? He missed 50 games this year consecutively due to his injury. And as you get, what did we say? 31, 32 years old. He's not 21 or 22. I have more faith in Marcelo Meyer at age 21 that he'll be able to rebound from his injuries, though he hasn't proven that he can get through a full season yet either. I do disagree with Moose. I think Meyer was a serviceable third baseman. That wasn't his regular position. Anyway, he's regularly a second baseman or shortstop, so middle infielder anyway. I was okay with what Meyer did. I thought he charged the ball pretty well. I thought he threw it on the run pretty well. You want to have a negative thing on Meyer, his average was down. He hit, off the top of my head, about 212, 210, something like that. OBP was in the 260s or something like that. So offensively, his numbers weren't great, but I think he'll be fine once he finds a home, be it second base. Oh, if they turn him into a third baseman, I think he has, from what I've heard about him and from what I've seen, I think he has the work ethic to make himself a good defensive player, and I think he will hit. And then if he does slide into third, then do you trade Casas and try to get players for him? And then I go back to Bregman. I just don't know who is going to sign Bregman for $40 million.
Detroit offered him six 171.
How much is that per year?
28.5.
Okay.
But it's more money over the course of 6 years than it was.
Right.
Than the Red Sox guaranteed him on average $40 million a year.
There is one interesting thing I read about Bregman that
and Houston, I guess, is in on him too. So.
Oh, to go back. All right, I could see him possibly going back.
I could see that. More than him,
right?
Hey, I'm going to go back and finish my career in Houston.
When the Red Sox signed Bregman, they had to give up a compensatory pick, which was a second-round pick. You can only do that once in a player's lifetime, a contract, meaning that should he sign with anybody else, that team doesn't have to give up a draft pick anymore. So the Red Sox gave up a second-round pick to Houston to get Bregman. So Bregman, the Red Sox don't get anything in return now. So that does make him a little bit more available to other teams, knowing that they don't have to give up anything, other than the money in the years, but they don't have to give up a draft pick and a high draft pick as well.
Sure.
So there could be more suitors that way. But I just keep staring at the $40 million. If he turned down $30 million or $28 million last year, I don't see him signing for less than he's going to sign for 35 a minimum per year, and I just don't see giving a 32-year-old starting to break down many years and in $35 to $40 million. I just don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
I don't disagree.
I guess there's a team out there, but all right. So and the other thing, potentially driving things. December 1st, 2026. And people might be thinking, what's that got to do with baseball? Well, right now, that's when the labor agreement ends. So, so what's that, about 58 weeks from now? And if anybody remembers the Bryce Harper situation with Manfredo in the locker room, because they were floating the idea of a salary cap, and Bryce Harper did not take too well to that. So things are looking contentious there. So does that affect how they go into long-term contracts? Because if the owners want a salary cap and the players don't, one, it's shut down. But how does that affect who you're signing for long-term contracts?
Well, it's a huge effect. I mean, do you want to get signed now as opposed to wait?
You're a player, right? Yeah. And is ownership going to be reluctant to sign? So that could hurt Bregman too. Again, he's staring at $40 million this year, and he could have opted in for another $40 million. He's technically got he had 2 more years on his Red Sox contract at $80 million.
I think the Sox could opt out too, right?
I didn't think they I thought only Bregman had the opt out, but you might be right.
After a certain year, I think they could opt out.
Oh, maybe okay.
But I could be right. I didn't look too far into it, but.
All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, definitely want to touch on the Bruins. We haven't touched on the Bruins yet this year. They are 3-2 on the season. They got a huge weekend coming up
tonight in Colorado and tomorrow in Utah,
and then they come home Tuesday against Florida. That's a lot of games in a short period of time. So, all right. So we want to hear from you. You have some thoughts on the Bruins, baseball, Bregman, Red Sox, Ultimate Frisbee. Give us a call, 401-766-1240, and you can join us in the cheap seats on 1240 AM, 99.5 FM, and WoonsocketRadio.com.
Quality, compassion, community is Landmark Medical Center. But why choose Landmark? Here's why. You get the care you need without traveling far from home. Also, you'll receive heart care, wound healing, and preventative care and services. Plus, you get emergency care 24 hours a day, every day at Landmark Medical Center. Your community hospital is Landmark Medical Center, 115 Cass Avenue, Woonsocket. Visit landmarkmedical.org for more information.
Line Service and Tire Center is a third-generation family business that believes in repairing your vehicle properly and efficiently the first time. In addition, they provide a full complement of preventive services like checking batteries, belts and hoses, exhaust, headlight restoration, emission testing, and engine light pop-ups. Their ASE certified technicians are right up to date with the latest technology. Vehicle problems are their business. State Line Service and Tire Center, 1209 Social Street, Woonsocket, 765-0146.
Your car will look showroom fresh when you bring it to Executive Auto Wash. Whether it's a quick exterior wash or a full service detail, Executive Auto Wash makes your ride sparkle inside and out. With state-of-the-art equipment, fast service, and attention to every detail, you'll drive away shining in minutes. Be sure to ask them about how you can have monthly unlimited washes. Don't settle for ordinary. Treat your car like royalty at Executive Auto Wash, Winter Street, Woonsocket. Executive Auto Wash, where a clean car is always in style. If you want your yard to be the envy of the neighborhood, then you need to contact Rosato & Sons of Westboro. They've been turning outdoor visions into reality across Massachusetts for more than 37 years. From custom patios, walkways, and outdoor kitchens to low-maintenance water features and landscape lighting. Looking for routine lawn maintenance, irrigation, or seasonal color? Rosato & Sons has you covered. They are a full-service landscaping firm doing it all in-house for unmatched quality and reliability. When you're ready to elevate your outdoor living, visit rosatoandsons.com to request your free estimate. Rosato & Sons of Westboro, where beautiful landscapes aren't an expense, they're an investment.
When disaster strikes, trust the experts at Service Master by Gilmore. From water and fire restoration to mold remediation and emergency cleanup, we've been restoring peace of mind for over 40 years, now proudly serving all areas, including our newest service location in Rhode Island. No job is too big or too small. Day or night, we're here for you. Call Service Master by Gilmore at 1-800-783-0552 or visit us at the web at www.svmgilmore.com. Restoration done right every time.
If you're celebrating a major event, regardless of the reason, Michael's Meats of Cumberland can elevate your next meal from ordinary to extraordinary with meats so good your guests will ask you where you got them. Tell them, Michael's Meats. Michael's Meats is in the Walgreens parking lot on Mendon Road in Cumberland, just north of the Ciabro Plaza. They're open Monday through Saturday at 9 a.m., making your next meal truly special. Here's this week's specials at Michael's Meats.
In this week's special at Michael's Meats, he's got extra lean sirloin pork cutlets for just $2.77 a pound at Michael's Meats. And welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan, as always, joined by Pat Holland. And Pat, what do you say we haven't done any sort of dive into the Bruins yet this year? And the 3-2 to start the season, started off 3-0. Everyone's super excited about that. They lost on Columbus Day matinee. Thursday night in Vegas, weird game. I turned the TV off in one room when it was 6-3. I go up to bed, turn the TV on. It's 6-5.
Yeah, it was a weird game.
Weird game where Marco Sturm, the coach, said Swayman played well, but you look.
I don't think he played terrible. I think the defense was terrible in front of him.
Right.
At least several, a couple of them. There was one. I think there was one or two plays where the kid Harris and Yokoharu, whatever his name is, I didn't even know what they didn't know what they were doing. They were just hanging,
right,
watching.
And I got to see. I was paying more attention to the Tampa game on Columbus Day, and there were bad turnovers in their own zone.
Yep.
In that game. They're kind of standing around in their own zone defensively, leaving Swayman out to dry. And then, and that's, Swayman was good when he was splitting time with Allmark, and that goes back, 2 years ago. And, but I think the team does rest with him. If they're going to make the playoffs, he has to play at that World Championship level when he won the gold medal when he went 7-0 last year after the Bruins did not make the playoffs. However, is Hampus Lindholm that important? I mean, he's a good player, but with him down and out, they're 0-2. And now I'm reading and I'm hearing that McAvoy is only good when Lindholm is with him, and McAvoy's an assistant or alternate captain on the team. So is McAvoy not that good that he needs?
I think McAvoy is good. I just think he's better when he's paired with a more pure defenseman, as opposed to, when they get McAvoy and he's partnering with Lowry, that guy's like hit or miss.
Right. Well,
more miss than hit.
He was a minus machine.
Yeah. But when he needs to worry more about holding things down, he's less effective, I think, as a player. Whereas when he's paired with a Lindholm, where he doesn't have to worry about really locking in.
Right.
Like if he was paired with who's the other guy?
Zadarov, yeah.
Then, he wouldn't have to worry, and he could play his game. But you can't have those two guys paired either.
But McAvoy's supposed to be the guy, and whoever you go through the years, whoever you paired, I don't remember Orr playing, but whoever you paired with Bork was instantly better. Whoever you paired with Chara was instantly better. McAvoy was supposed to be that defenseman that now it matters who he's paired with in order for him to be better. That's the problem I'm having with McAvoy. He's in his 7th year with the Bruins. I believe it's his 7th year.
But he's not a lockdown defenseman. He's still an offensive puck mover. He is a good defender, but he can't control when he's going into a corner to make a play and Lowry's out front doing nothing, or not there, or in the same corner as him, right? That's the issue that they're having right now, is the guys are just not in position.
I'm just looking up. I'm looking up the stats right now just to see what Lowry is. Is he a minus? Last year he was minus.
I don't think he's been that bad
this year. He's actually a +2, believe it or not. Last year he was a minus 47, 43,
which is like crazy.
It was Lindholm's a -1. We're 5 games into the year, Pasternak leading the team with 6 points, Lindholm with 5, and Zaka with 5. Then and Geeky, and that's the other problem. You got the Lindholm, Geeky, Pasternak line. The second line is just
hasn't done anything.
Third and fourth line are doing what the third and fourth line is supposed to do. So they are giving you contributions and not hurting you. But this was the problem before the season started. They got one good line. It's amazing that they scored 5 goals in the game the other day, while giving up, 6 in the process. But,
But those are lines that they're getting scrutinized.
Right.
Look at, I like this kid Fraser Minton, but he's a -3.
Right.
Andrew Peak's a -3.
Oh, Jeannot's got 2 goals, and he's a -2.
Kuznetsov's a -2. These are all their lower 6 guys.
Right.
Yeah, Jeannot.
Looking at the stats right now, Zadorov is a +5.
-2.
See that? Zadorov +5. Wow.
Yeah.
that's a nice surprise there. So here's the problem. So they played Vegas. Vegas was 2-0-2 on coming into that game. So they're 3-0-2. They're playing the Avalanche tonight, who I believe is 4-0-1. They're a fast team. Nathan McKinnon. It's gonna be that's gonna be a tough game tonight.
Yeah.
Then you got Utah tomorrow. Is it's Utah. Whatever. No, they're 3-2.
They're good. It's a different brand of hockey in the West.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And then you come home to play the Panthers. No Kachuk, but never an easy game against the Florida Panthers.
No, they have enough talent still.
So, I want this team to make the playoffs. I don't want them to tank for any sort of draft pick. I don't like playing that game at all. But so
it's not as fun as anymore when you have the lottery.
So what are they going to do tonight? The Bruins to get you need Lindholm then. Do you rush him back? Because if he doesn't play tonight, I don't see how
he's
he
pretty
plays
close.
Tomorrow. He's close.
He's on the road with them, so he's definitely going to play while they're away.
All right.
They wouldn't have brought him. I think they just got to play better in their own end, and I think Sturm said it. It starts on the defensive end. Everything starts on the D, and then we break it out from there. And I think they've been much better in terms of the breakout. It's just it's
no,
just
have breakdowns. The hustle's there, the determination there, the heart is there, but the breakdowns are just woof.
Yeah, and it was good to see them battle back. They were down 6-3. I was like, all right, well, this game's over. And then I was like, oh, bang, bang. And they had other opportunities. They
And they battled back against Tampa too. They
Yeah.
were down, and,
Yeah, yeah.
and they came back.
4-3.
They were down 4-1 in that game.
Yep.
So they basically can't fall down by 3 goals. 2 is okay, but not 3.
Yeah.
So they can get almost all the way back. So, I read an interesting article too, and this does affect Swayman and probably a few of the other guys. These NHL players, they're auditioning for the Olympics.
Yep.
They have not set their roster. They had, I think, like a meeting of like 50 or 60 guys to say,
There's a couple guys that are already on, but
yeah, they
those
announced
guys,
like
the 6
or
or whatever.
7,
It is,
yeah.
but, and then they're slowly mentioning names of these guys.
Swayman's in a battle, and I think they're going to take 3 goalies. So he's in a battle for a spot. All the guys are in battles for for their countries as well. Did you hear that the rink might not be ready in Italy? It was supposed to be ready for like a pre-event, maybe a scrimmage, or just to make sure everything's working. And the first game is supposed to be the day before the Olympics officially opening ceremonies. It's supposed to be the women's is supposed to be starting, and they hope that the women will be able to start at the main rink that they're constructing.
There's always that.
Bettman said we were nervous about this in 23.
Yeah,
and
when you have to build the facilities,
4 months away. Yeah.
That's
Building from
the
scratch.
challenge.
Yeah, 16,000 seat arena. Okay, on a hockey note, and I know we're kind of jumping around all the place. Did you see the history that the New York Rangers made the other day? They set a record that they can't be proud of.
No. Was it the first 3 home games without scoring a goal?
Yes, the first team in history.
Yeah.
By becoming the first team in the NHL history to get shut out in each of its first 3 home games of the season. How'd you like to be a season ticket holder for the for the Rangers this year? So it's not to start the Rangers wanted to get off to at home. I looked up their record at the time; they were 2-3. Like, oh great, so they can win on the road. They can't do anything at home. Yeah, none too happy. I think they won on the road.
Overtime loss.
Overtime loss.
2-3-1 right now. So.
The 3 losses are at home without a win. But that was on the road though, right? The overtime loss.
Yep.
Yeah, so they still haven't scored a goal at home this year. So, all right, in the time we have left, Pat, your thoughts on tomorrow's game, Patriots versus the Titans?
Well, I think it's a game that you could see the Patriots. They should easily win it. Tennessee hasn't been great. They were gifted the one win that they do have, but it's a game that again, I always say it all the time, even to my daughter, where her college soccer team is playing a team, and it's like, oh, we should beat them. They haven't won. I'm like, right. You should beat them, but you got to still show up and play the game, because those are the games they get away. So this is a game they should win. They should win. I mean, they looked good last week. They should have won handedly, and they did. And it was like, ooh, okay.
I think it was one of the first times in a long time.
They can never quite get that. Like, all right, I feel comfortable now.
I think it's the first time that in a long time, that they did what they were supposed to do. They surprised everybody by beating the Bills, and that was great.
Yeah.
And they should have beat the Steelers. Did not. Lost to the Raiders. But they should have won handily last week, and they did.
Yeah.
So that was It
wasn't easy.
Right.
Or at least it didn't look...
They had a great first half, then they didn't do that much in the second half. So this is the first time they're 7-point favorites on the road in, I think, 8 years. And I do laugh because, everyone's talking, Drake May. And it was just 6-7 weeks ago where people were killing him. And I sat here and said, you people don't even know who Drake May is.
Right.
Like, he played, a couple games last year with a win, to his credit. You didn't see enough. You didn't see anything out of him.
He's starting to get comfortable now.
Right, and you could see the comfort level from the Raiders game to last week's game, from opening day to last week, his comfort level, his decision making, when to run, Stephon Diggs stepping up.
I watched a podcast, I think it was, I can't think of his name. His dad played in the NFL. He played for the Patriots. Chris...
Sims?
No. His dad played for the Raiders.
Oh, Long. Chris Long. Yeah.
Howie Long. And he was I don't know why. He was talking about Drake May, and he said he is becoming a passer. Like, he's not just he's making plays where, some guys would just try to zip a ball in and it doesn't get there. He's actually, putting some touch on it and making throws as opposed to trying to throw it through people, and, and he's like, so that's the intriguing part about his game right now, and he's making good decisions.
Right.
And part of that's probably they're putting him in good positions to make those decisions. He's not being asked to do too much. He's starting to get it in his head like, I can't, I got to get rid of the ball now. He has great pocket sense, and you can see that it keeps getting better.
Right. And one of the things that they showed that I was very encouraged by last week, it doesn't matter who the opponent is, the mental toughness of what I'm so glad they won, because that was the worst officiated game I have seen all year. And I was trying to say that in live time, just to see I'm not piling on to everybody else. I'm like, oh, good. It's not just me, though. I have to. That was the brutal. Worst officiated game, and I'm so glad that they won, because I hate blaming officials for a reason why they lost.
And that pass interference they called on Diggs.
Oh my gosh!
What are we doing?
With the Pop Douglas coming out party, taking away a touchdown from him. That was incredible. So, all right, so we're just about at the end of the show. A couple things we did not get to. The Celtics do open their season against Philadelphia on Wednesday. Joel Embiid back for the 76ers, so enjoy his 10-game run before he goes down.
I don't know how much he's going to play, but
exactly.
I know he played the last preseason game a little bit, but we'll see.
And something to keep an eye on for the Celtics, obviously down Tatum. A season-long thing to see is if he can make any sort of comeback this year. You're hearing differing reports. Some have him ready to play Wednesday. Other people said next season. And most people somewhere in the middle come the playoffs. Jaylen Brown has an injury. Joe Mazzulla said, "Oh yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. I'll have to check on it." I'm not quite sure what Mazzulla
is such a weird guy,
person
man.
with the media.
Did you see they did the media?
Were you invited? I wasn't invited.
I wasn't invited.
Maybe that's good. They lost 50. The media lost to the Celtics coaches 57
no mercy.
4. No, the full court pressed them the whole game.
Actually, he said he goes. I forget who they were interviewing. They were interviewing one guy, and he was like, "Actually, I think they tried to start to call off the dogs, so Missoula yelled out 3s only."
Yeah.
He goes, "Except they hit every 3 they took."
Exactly. So, all right. So Celtics start Wednesday against the Sixers. Bruins with a tough stretch. The Sox tomorrow. Game 6 of the ALCS tomorrow night. Game 7 if necessary. Monday night. Tune into the Cleveland-Miami game if you like bad weather football, old school football, and the torrential rain and 50-mile-an-hour winds. And will Trump move the World Cup out of Foxborough? That's as political as all of it again. On the sports show. I don't see it happening. All the hospitality packages have been sold.
Yeah, it's just too much. There's too much invested at this point.
Exactly. So, all right. So we want to thank Greg and Moose for calling in to the Chief Seats this week. I want to thank you all for listening and tuning in to the Chief Seats with Pat and Kevin. We appreciate it. Next week we will have Paul Rogers of the New England Lightning of the ABA that plays out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I'll be joined next week. Pat has to go back to the real world next week, so I'll be joined next week by Owen Kelleher in studio as well, and we'll be touching on I'm sure baseball, Bruins, Patriots, whatever comes up during the week. So thank you very much for tuning in. For Pat Holland, I'm Kevin Callahan. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit